they're here. So they were 1/3 of this, and anyone in these range, you either got to be filthy rich and don't care about energy, and or you go bankrupt. So now I'm just going to quickly, we're going to finish this with this last segment here, and
And then we're taking a break?
yes, and then we're taking a break. Okay, let's jump to the present. This is what the place looks like before we moved the couch and all the chairs, in case you're wondering. But it's not always like this. And so the great room can be, we can set it to any temperature. We don't isolate it from the rest of the cabin anymore. We use it for entertainment, as you can see, presentations. We're gonna list this cabin now as item 5. We've shown the first 4. Now we'll show the results. Part 2 will be how we got there. But here's the final results. Here's the back side of the cabin. Here's the south-facing wall. Total energy expenditures, it worked out when dividing by square foot, we're down to 3 from 40 some odd per year. So here we were, and now here we are down here, and we're like 1/6 of what the governor did. So in the write-up, it said tenfold or better. Excellence is exceeding expectations, so 15's better than 10, so I biased the results a bit. Here's the before. Here's now the front with the atrium and gym, the tropical forest in there. And we built more guest room space and so forth too. Here's what it looked like cleaned out. You were asking about that earlier.
Yeah, I was worried.
I think that's a mattress I have down there. If I get into trouble with Cindy, that's where I sleep.
That's your timeout space.
That's my timeout space. And so north wall, there's a wood stove, the propane furnace. Here's what it looks like today as we made it into Airbnb, which some people have seen. And so in this place, we've reduced to 3, and yet we have 2 kitchens, 2 laundry rooms, all these guests, bathrooms, laundry. So here was the original bill. We're looking at the individual utility bills, and this is I'm trying to remember what they call it with engineer, who's just buried in numbers. Anyway, this is totaling everything there over time, the wood equivalent, so on and so forth. And that's how I came out with another way of coming out with the 47.2 square foot, or $150 per day. Now, and that's over 3 years. Now we're going to look at 3 years for the 6,300 square foot over 3 years, or 3.1 kilowatt hours per square foot, or $11 per day for energy. And this is that, which means in green is what I've eliminated in waste. And if I take this 15-fold reduction, or essentially I've reduced the energy consumption 93%, yet we keep temperatures comfortable. We want to show you can have comfort, but still energy efficiency. If I peel that open and just expand that bottom deal, we do have a little propane. That's what's seen in the green here. In case of power outages, we wanted one stove, the stove in the basement, to run on propane so we could cook and so forth. But
our hot water.
and our hot water
Yeah.
for jacuzzi and so forth. Yeah. My son was running the company, wanted an outdoor hot tub. I said, no, there's no justification for that. I can't do that. Air conditioning, yes, but and so here's all the stuff that makes the base load, which adds up to about 1,000 kilowatt hours per month, and the rest is now with the geothermal system and the things we've done there. Here's our heating, our cooling, so we do have cooling now. Heating, this again, looking over multi-years. And, cooling was slightly, less heat, prior summer. And so, our heating requirements here is now 1 kilowatt per square foot per year, or about 6,000 or 7,000 kilowatt hours. And it's based on the equipment and stuff that we've put in that we discussed in the next section. So, one other thing. I told you we're about $11 a day in energy, but part of our business in Ohio was figuring out the utility rates and finding what was the optimum rates to be in and shopping and so forth. You can do that here. Because of the things we've done here, we've qualified for certain things. And the bottom line is, what the standard bill is, we have a reduction of 27%. From shopping, we're buying electricity 3 cents less than the market, the
Standard rate.
standard service offer. And also we have a heat pump rate because we use more energy during the winter than the summer. And so they only charge us 0.04 cents during the winter months for transportation as opposed to 10 or 11. But during the summer, they charge us 14 cents per kilowatt hour for delivery. So it's to offset the bills, but if you have the kind of profile we do, it ends up saving you a lot of money. And so bottom line is, the revenues generated from our Airbnbs easily cover our energy expenditures, which is now $8 a day, and property taxes $20 a day. I'm glad we're on this side of the cove, because the other side, I might be paying $40 to $50 a day in property taxes. And so essentially, this is my goal. It's not an igloo. It's just without a furnace, and technically, we don't have a furnace here. A comfortable, spacious, highly energy efficient dwelling where participants can experience any of the 4 seasons daily. It can be 10 below out there. If it's a sunny day, it could get up to 80 or 90 in there. Our Airbnb guests can go out there, exercise, pick an orange, and go back, or they can go ice fishing or snowshoeing or whatever on the other side. And so that's the end of part 1. Let's take a 10-minute break.
There's restroom right down the hall here for a couple
And there's one upstairs, right above it. It doesn't pour down into the one, so don't worry about that.
This is mostly
But there's another one upstairs if you want to go up.
Can't wait for Nora.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, honey, how I shrunk it.
Because I experienced some of these rates.
Well, the monthly question,
Well, I guess too bad we're going to.
my bill was close to $500 for that month, that really cold month. If I had electrical resistant heat, my bill would have been over $2,000.
If you had electric heating,
Resistant heat.
okay.
So the technology I put in, and I'll be talking about it.
Yeah.
$1 of energy in, I get $4.5, $5 of energy out, so.
Yeah, you have to watch out for that.
I'm trying not to ask questions because I know it's coming.
Oh, okay.
Wildlife is out here.
So, that dome,
Yeah,
is that in the offing?
it's just, I'm trying to create an a barrier so I can have whatever. There's something like that in, near the North Pole, where
Oh, yeah.
they have collective sunlight throughout. Let me pause that.